Hey guys, David here. Welcome to Digital Outlook. In today's video, we're going to talk about the broader economy and how you can actually be ready for what's coming. But before we get there, if you can hit that like and subscribe and tell your friends and family so we can get this information out to as many people as possible, that would be fantastic. So, without further ado, why don't we get to it? So guys, as most of us know, the Federal Reserve here in the United States just came out and raised our interest rate for the second time by 75 basis points. Now guys, if you remember, the first time they did that, the market reacted with a major correction. But this time around, that didn't happen. What happened? The market reacted with a huge, absolutely unexpected pump. Now guys, why do you think that actually happened? Well, I'll tell you why it happened. It's happened because you've got the European Central Bank and you've got the Federal Reserve buying up debt like it's absolutely going out of style. And they're creating this false liquidity in the market where they say there is no quantitative easing, when in fact that is exactly what they're doing. Guys, what we're witnessing is one of the biggest deceptions and one of the most heinous destructions of the middle class that we have ever seen from our governments. You've got all these central banks, and I'm talking the European Central Bank, the Federal Reserve, and all the like, and they are intentionally destroying your purchasing power in your dollar by pumping all this money into the stock market that is eventually going to cause the debt bubble to literally explode. And guys, when it does, it is going to be so catastrophic for the majority of us that we will not, most of us, financially, are not going to survive it. This is the wipeout of an entire class of people. It is crazy. Now, guys, I hate to be that guy that comes on and says this kind of stuff because I'm not a fear-mongering type person. In fact, guys, I've spent 35, 40 years working in finance most of my life. And I can tell you that what I'm seeing is backed up by most charts, and I can show you some charts. In fact, if you want to take a look at this one right here, I showed it in my last economic video, but take a look at this one. And this, what you're seeing here, is the Dow Industrial Average. And you can see, guys, that since the 2008-9 crisis, the Dow has gone literally up like this all the way, and we almost hit the top of that 4.236 Fibonacci extension, but we didn't get there, and we kind of took a little bit of a dip. Well, guys, I am telling you that they are going to pump this market in the next 6 to 12 months like you have never seen. You'll probably see one of the biggest bull markets that you have ever seen in your lifetime when it comes to stocks and all these risk-on assets. But then, guys, they are going to pop that bubble. And when they do, you are going to see such a catastrophic crash that it's going to make the Great Depression look like a birthday party. Now, hey, you're welcome to laugh. You're welcome to disagree. You're welcome to say all kinds of stuff about me because I'm saying that. But I'm telling you what the charts show and what many economists are actually warning the governments against, but they're still going ahead with it anyway. Now, guys, I want you to ask yourself a question. Why would our governments be following through on these type of actions where most economists are telling them, hey, look, you continue to do this and you are going to absolutely collapse your currencies and you're going to cause inflation to just go, you think it's bad now, to go into the stratosphere. Why would they do that? Well, guys, they're doing it because they have an agenda. Now, when I was in the government, we used to have vision, and we would do this in 5 and 10 year increments. So for instance, in 2010, we'd have vision 2020. In 2020, we'd have vision 2030. And guys, what you are actually seeing is you're actually seeing the follow through of a strategic plan by these world organizations. Guys, my prime minister, I was working in Canada at that time. My prime minister literally got on there, and I'll show you a little clip of it here, saying we need a great reset.
Pandemic has provided an opportunity for a reset. This is our chance to accelerate our pre-pandemic efforts to reimagine economic systems that actually address global challenges.
You're seeing these European leaders talking about their great reset. You're seeing the current government of the United States talking about their great reset. And then you have it on the World Economic Forum, the need for a great reset. International Monetary Fund, the need for a great reset. What do you think this great reset involves? Well, I'm telling you one thing it does involve for sure. It involves the transition from this current fiat system into a digital system whereby all these fiat currencies and the system that we're in, the monetary system that we're in right now, is literally evaporated and gone. Guys, I know it sounds sinister, and the truth is, it probably is quite sinister. But there is an entire class of people who literally believe that it'll be good for you and I to own nothing and be happy by 2030. And they are working towards that agenda. It's absolutely insane. Now, guys, one of the strategic initiatives that they have to bring this plan to pass is the destruction of our current fiat system. And it's happening. You can see it right before your very eyes. It's happening. And guys, what can you and I do? What can the average person do to prepare in a circumstance like this? Well, like I said earlier, guys, before they collapse it, they're going to blow it up like no tomorrow. And one of the things that we can do is get out of debt. Not be beholden to all these banks for all this debt that they're trying to shovel off on us. Talking about credit card debt, all this retail debt that you can get out of. And I would recommend, if you can get out of debt as fast as you can. So that would be number one. So guys, number two, that inflation is way higher than what the government is actually telling us it is. We can see that when we go to the grocery store. We can see that when we go to the gas pump. I mean, you can see that when you need new parts for your car. I mean, you can see it everywhere. So guys, the next thing to do is to buy those things that you would normally use now while the prices are relatively low before they go absolutely sky high, because they are going to. And one thing I would really encourage you all to do is stock up on some food preserves. When you go to the store, instead of buying one can, buy two, buy three. If you see it on sale, buy five. But guys, stock up food preserves for yourself. And by doing that, guys, you are going to protect your family down the road when you're going to see food prices absolutely skyrocket. Now, guys, there's some articles, and I'm going to put a couple of them right here, and you're going to see that they are actually warning us of a major food crisis and shortage. Just take a look. So guys, I'm not just making this stuff up. I am really trying to just put the word out there so you can actually be ready for what's coming. Because you don't have to be one of the casualties of this new transition, this economic collapse. Get out of debt. Number two, get yourself, some things that you need and put in an inflation hedge for yourself. Now, next to that, guys, number three is, look, if you have some spare dough, or even if you can dollar cost average, guys, I would recommend that you dollar cost average into some of these digital assets, and I'll put a list on here that are already ISO 222 compliant, that are going to be utilized in this new financial system. Now, that's my personal opinion. That is not financial advice. And so that is the third thing that you can do. Now, the fourth thing that you can do, guys, build a community. Build a community around you with people that you know, with your neighbor, with friends, with family. Connect and absolutely be in a position where you can support one another when this collapse absolutely happens. And spread the word. Spread the word. So guys, before you go, just take a look at this absolutely beautiful field here right outside McKinney, Texas. Just absolutely gorgeous. So guys, as you know, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice, but if you found value in it, if you'd hit that like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. So, in the meantime, and in between time, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll catch you in the next one.